Episode 28. Trev's Hockey Show here on Trev TV. I'm Trev. You know that. Tune in. Thanks for watching. Look what I did there. Same night taping. I'm burning oil right now. This is my quarterfinal predictions video. Now the regular season's over. This is where the real season begins. And I only say that because playoff success is ultimately measured to team success. The greater you are in the playoffs, the better a team you are. You don't need me saying that. Vince Lombardi has always said, or is known for saying, winning isn't the only thing, it's everything. So, we are predicting 16 we think we cans and narrowing it down to 1. Vegas already has the favorites as Tampa. I'm almost set on my pick as to who's going to win it all. But before I make my pick, I figured I'd at least go over the quarterfinals with you guys. And if you guys wanted to jump in on this and give me your predictions or debate me on my picks, hey, that's cool. I'm down for a debate. Feel free to leave your comments in the comment section below. Anyway, let's get on with my picks. Starting off in the Eastern Conference, and ultimately the first setting of teams. This one should be pretty damn easy. Number 1, Tampa, who's clinched the President's Trophy. They have home ice all the way through, regardless if they make it to the Cup or not. Against wild card number 2, Columbus. Now, Columbus clinched the second wild card on the second last day. They eliminated Montreal in the process. And this is where the fairy tale that is the 2018-19 season for the Columbus Blue Jackets ends. It's not going to be a quick over, though. I mean, Columbus is not going to make it easy for Tampa at all. But I am saying Tampa in 6. Now, for my predictions, I should have pointed out in the beginning, I'm only really throwing game numbers on this just to see if they come through or not, because they usually don't. But I'm only really counting teams that do advance. So I'm picking Tampa, but I am saying Tampa in 6. Boston, Toronto. I've always been a him-haw on this matchup all the time because it always works out that it's Boston against Toronto, no matter where it is. Whether it's the conference quarterfinals, the conference semifinals, it's always a Boston-Toronto matchup somewhere. Excuse me. I'm saying Boston in 6. I've seen Toronto choke too many times in my life. And I'm sure a lot of people have seen them choke for 52 years. 54, whatever it is. I lost counts after 50 anyway. I don't think that's going to change this year. Next year might be a different story. It might be a completely different story. But I am saying Boston. To the Metro side of things, you got Washington versus Carolina. Now, for the record, I don't expect Washington to repeat as champs. I don't, but I have been wrong from time to time. So if I am going to be wrong, this will be the team I say it to. But they will beat Carolina in 5. Those bunch of jerks. They're fun to watch. I mean, their resurgence has done wonders for them. They're selling out games again. They have a competitive team to put on the ice. I'm glad to see they're taking the initiative to saying, hey, we're not just going to be the losers all the time. We are going to put out a team that does decide to put out a winning feel and a winning energy, but it only take them so far this time. I think they're lucky streak, their storm surge. They'll show it off for one playoff game. That's about it. Which leads to the Islanders versus the Penguins. Oh my. If there was ever a feud that needed reignition. Oh my. I can remember listening to and watching their feuds in 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, They hated each other, and I can imagine they still do. Of course, I ultimately think glass jaw incident with Brent Johnson and Rick DiPietro, but that was a different point in time. I don't know how this one's going to go. I really don't. And I know I have to pick a winner. So I am going to say whoever wins this series, in my opinion, is going to win this series in a Game 7, in overtime. Flip a nickel. I'm calling the Islanders. One, I don't want to see the Penguins win. I really don't. I mean, I'm tired of the Penguins. I'm so tired of the Penguins. And it'd be nice to see the Islanders succeed because they have Trotz as a coach, because they have done everything they've done without a legit superstar. I mean, Okpozo's been hurt, Barzal's been carrying the load, and you got Eberle in secondary scoring. And it's good to see that they've actually taken the time to get better, which is a great thing. Moving to the Western Conference side of things. In the first match, we're moving to the Pacific Division because Calgary clinched the West. They have home ice throughout the whole thing, so we might as well just start with the Pacific side. You have Calgary, who Vegas has as the runner-up, or the second best odds to win the Cup. And they're facing number 2 wildcard in Colorado, who is Vegas has as the 16th favorite to win the Cup. So if you're putting all your money down, don't put on Colorado. I am saying Calgary, and I'm saying Calgary in 6. The home games will be beneficial for both teams, and both teams will at least walk away with a home win. One team walks away with 2, maybe 3. But ultimately, Calgary is... what can you say about Calgary? I mean, they're runner-up in the league. Vegas has them as the runner-up for the Cup, and they're playing like they're going to win it. I mean, I'm not going as far as saying Calgary's going to win the Cup, because I don't think they will. But there's no way Calgary comes out without this series. And then you got San Jose versus Vegas. San Jose is the 3rd favorite, according to Vegas. I have a hard time picking on this one because this is only Vegas' 2nd year. Everybody needs to remember that. And them and San Jose have developed a nice little rivalry as of late. But I think Vegas built themselves up well at the deadline with the addition of Mark Stone. And I mean, ultimately, it really depends for Vegas what kind of shape Fleury's in. But I am saying Vegas in 6. But it'll be a close 6. A very close 6. Scoring will make all the difference. All the difference. Whether it's first line, secondary, or fourth line scoring, whatever have you go in there. Scoring will make the difference. And it'll be the unlikeliest of guys that wins this series. I'm moving over to the central side of things. Nashville versus the first wild card, which is Dallas. Well, this is a nice little preview to next year's Winter Classic. Kind of ironic, don't you think? Almost like it was set up this way. Conspiracy theorists unite. Nashville in 5. For Dallas, it took a CEO giving his top 2 stars a kick in the pants to get them going, and they've gone. They've took the ball and ran with it. But like in the case of Columbus, like in the case of Carolina, the luck ends here. I mean, Nashville's too strong. Too strong. And I mean, it's the same team they had 3 years ago, when they made their cup run against the Penguins. I mean, not much has changed. And Rene's getting a little older, but at the same time, he's getting a lot better. a lot better. So I think Nashville walks away with this series. Then you got Winnipeg versus St. Louis. And poor St. Louis. They've been the gutter team. I mean, they came from a situation where they were counted out very early to almost walking away with the division. But again, it's a case of the luck ends here. Winnipeg in 6. Only thing I really wish for is the real Patrick Laine to show up. Like, where in the hell is this guy? Like, for a guy and coming to the end of his entry-level contract, having to re-sign, I mean, this impacts your value something fierce. But I'm not going to tell him how to play. Ultimately, I don't think no Laine will make all the difference. I mean, Scheifele, Wheeler, Lowry, Bufflin is always a threat. Always. They've got answers for everything. Forward, defense, goal. They've got it all. Winnipeg will win this one in 6. So that was my quarterfinals predictions. And like I said, feel free to comment. What are your picks? Who do you think I'm wrong on? Where do you think you're right on? I'd love to hear debate on this. But yeah, let me know what you think. Hopefully, my predictions for the playoffs work a lot better than my predictions for the regular season did. That's all I'm going to say. But I want to thank you for tuning in. Your viewership always means so much to me. Always has, always will. Feel free to follow me on Facebook at Trev's TV. Feel free to follow me on Instagram at rockstartrev TV. I still have the pool video with Melissa to do. And ultimately we'll decide who's buying who a jersey. And that was the stipulation for our hockey pool. Next year, hoping she still wants to do one next year. The situations will be a lot changed, and we'll get into that once we make that video. But other than that, like I said from the last video, I don't remember what I got going on this month, but I know I've got a lot of videos going on this month. And I mean, the playoffs does help that total as well. So there could be at least another predictions video this month. It might be next month. Who knows? I know there's going to be at least 1 or 2 next month as far as prediction videos is concerned. But having said all that, in the meantime, in between time, be on the lookout for more videos from Trev. Later.